It's that time again. I got my computer program that I wrote here. I'm going to throw a virtual dart here at this map of Japan and choose one of the 1,700 towns, cities, and villages of Japan at random, and then I will go there. So here we go. Where's my button? Throw a virtual dart at Japan. Here we go. I will shortly be going to the town, city, or village of Kagamiishi, a town in Fukushima Prefecture. Fukushima, much in the news these days. Okay, what is Fukushima, or what is a Kagamiishi? I've never heard of that. Kagamiishi, Fukushima. All right, there it is. In Japan, that's where it is, Kagamiishi. The big tsunami and nuclear meltdown was over here somewhere, so this ought to be fun. If it's allowed, I'm going to go to Kagamiishi. So let me figure out how to get there, and then we'll see what the town is like. How exciting. Okay, I'm on a Shinkansen. I have to keep my voice down because you're not supposed to talk loud on the Shinkansen. A lot of people on this train. Getting to the place I'm going, Fukushima Prefecture, is actually pretty simple from Osaka. It's just 2 Shinkansens. It's a little more expensive than taking regular trains, but it saves about 7 hours. So picking 2 Shinkansens, Osaka to Tokyo, and then Tokyo to a city called Koriyama in Fukushima Prefecture. It's raining now. I don't know what the weather's going to be like when I get to Kagamiishi, which is where I'm going. But so far so good. Enjoying the Shinkansen. Okay, made it to Tokyo, and I have about 15 minutes to find my other Shinkansen. As usual, being in a hurry with these sorts of crowds on a Shinkansen that just arrived in Tokyo is kind of pointless. The other thing is that both of my Shinkansen tickets today are not reserved seats, so I'm trying to get there as soon as I can to get a decent seat, a window seat by myself, I would hope. It makes no sense. The sign, either the sign was wrong or I misunderstood it, which is more likely. They're all going to Osaka. Does that sign say Tohoku Shinkansen? Okay, I'm in. Track 21. Track 21, where are you? There it is. Alright, last leg. Next stop, Fukushima Prefecture. The land next to the train is pretty flat here. There's a lot of farmland, really nice green farmlands and interesting buildings. And off in the distance I see this big line of mountains, misty mountains. It's really cool, but for some reason this Shinkansen line, for some reason there's this like concrete shelf right next to the trains. It keeps getting like right in the way, just below eye level sometimes, right in the way of the view. As usual, Japan has done something that's amazing engineering. this Shinkansen line, but they haven't thought through what's it like to actually sit on it and look out the window. There's a lot of people who don't even look out the window, they look at their phones, but I like the view. All right, we're here. It's about 4:30, something like that, p.m. The place I'm going, Kagamiishi, is not this. This is not Kagamiishi. This is a city called Koriyama. I'm actually staying in a hotel here tonight because there's no good hotels, no cheap hotels, in Kagamiishi that I could find at the last minute. So I found a real cheap hotel here in Koriyama, which is about a 15-minute train ride, like a regular train back down south. So I'm gonna go find my hotel here, stay here tonight, probably do some very last minute research about Kagamiishi so I can know what to do tomorrow when I go there. Fukushima どう？福島県？楽しい？
福島県はそうですね。ちょっとあんまり観光が会津とかだったらあるんですけど、郡山はなくそんなにないかなっていうところで。
Okay, all checked in here in my hotel in Koriyama. I'm gonna relax tonight, do some research about tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day when I actually go see, what's it called? Kagamiishi. Got a 8th floor room here. This is the top floor and look at the view. So I just sit around in here, do some research, might have dinner from the 7-Eleven next door. So I'll see you tomorrow at Kagamiishi, the place where the virtual dart actually landed. Okay, that was nice. Just checked out of the hotel. Great sleep. It was quiet up on the 8th floor. No traffic sounds, no nothing. Much quieter than Osaka, as I was hoping. Breakfast is pretty good. It's a breakfast buffet. Now, the last piece of the puzzle to get to Kagamiishi is a short, about a 15-minute train ride here. Just a local train from Koriyama up to, or down to Kagamiishi. Okay, seems like a pretty quiet place so far here in the station. But the walls are lined with some of the scenes of Kagamiishi, I guess. Osaka, where I live, is infamous in Japan for people walk on the left side of staircases and stuff, and here they walk on the right, and I keep making a nuisance of myself and getting in anybody's way. Gotta remember that. Okay, here we are. Behind me is Kagamiishi Station. We are here. That's the station, and over here is the town itself. What wonders await in this town? It is very quiet, very rural, and not a lot of people seem to be doing anything here. But let's go check it out. I'll use my Google Translate app to try to translate this sign. It's something about in 1901, this community was the first to receive cows from the Netherlands. Does that make any sense? That's what I think it said. Anyway, so apparently the people here loved the Netherlands because they were the first to be breastfed or fed milk. It said breastfed, but that doesn't, you don't get breastfed directly from a cow, do you? How does that work? Anyway, Something about cows. Let's just leave it at that. Wander some of the obscure alleys here at random. Konnichiwa.
My name is Toru Mizuno. I'm a Fukushima Prefecture officer.
Ah,
Where have you been?
I'm from America.
America.
But I live in Osaka.
Osaka.
Mm.
I had been the United States in 1980 for 1 year.
Oh.
Georgia State.
Oh, I'm from Georgia.
Really?
Yes.
Statesboro.
Statesboro, yes.
I was a student of Georgia Southern.
Southern.
Yes.
Yeah.
English.
Wow, wow.
Why you live now in Kagamiishi?
I looked at a map of Japan, Nihon no Chizu, and I said,
Really?
Kagamiishi.
Like a TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right,
true.
that's right. So what's your plan for?
I will be mayor of Sukagawa City after several years later. Now I'm a Fukushima Prefecture politician.
Okay. Hey, this is Toru.
Toru, hello.
He's from Fukushima.
Sukagawa City.
From Sukagawa
Here.
City,
So.
north of here. And he used to live in Statesboro, Georgia.
Yes. long time ago, and please come Fukushima Prefecture.
Yes.
There are a lot of good place, good food, good people, I hope. So
Yes.
please come in
Please
Fukushima.
come. Support Toru.
Okay.
What's the famous food in this area?
Fruits, especially peach, toka now.
Like Georgia.
Like Georgia, yes. Thank you.
Good luck. Well, I wasn't expecting that. 2 minutes after leaving Kagamiishi station, wandering in the most obscure back alley that there is in this town, somebody that speaks English and used to live in Georgia. A local politician, he said. All right, things are looking up. When I was researching this town last night in the hotel room, I went down. There's not much to research. I did not find out much about this town. It's 12,000 people. It's known for its agriculture. The station was first opened in 1911, I think. It's about all I could uncover about the town. But what I did was I got down this big whole rabbit hole about the big earthquake and tsunami in 2011. So the big Tohoku earthquake happened on March 11th, 2011. It's actually called 311 here, just like America has a 9/11. Japan's 311 was from that big earthquake. And the earthquake was actually in the ocean off the coast of Sendai, a ways north of here. But the big deal, although it was one of the biggest, or maybe the biggest, one of the biggest earthquakes ever recorded since modern earthquake detection began, the tsunami afterwards was really what was the problem. And of course, you probably remember all the news footage of the big, huge waves, up to 40 meters high, I think. They're cresting at 38 meters or something, washing on shore. Of course, destroying part of the nuclear plant here in Fukushima. That's, I don't know, 40 or 50 kilometers away from here, maybe. So this area, this town, Kagamiishi, was not affected by the tsunami, but about 1/4 of the houses and the structures here were destroyed or damaged just in the earthquake and the shaking. So this was not the hardest hit area, but it was one of the areas that shook the most during the earthquake. Only people right on the coast next to the earthquake, I think, shook more. And that earthquake was so big that it changed the angle of Earth's axis a little bit. It made the Earth spin a little faster, so now we're like 1.2 microseconds or something faster than we were spinning before. It actually moved this part of Honshu Island, the big main Japanese island, moved this part of it about 2 meters east. Crazy, crazy. that bakery. When I get hungry later, maybe I'll find me a bakery like that. Hey, there he is. There's Toru, the guy we just met. Mizuno Toru. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it says something basically about Toru will connect the current Fukushima Prefecture with the next one. A bridge to the future, basically. There he is. Very quiet, rural, small town. The only sound occasionally is a train passing, often a freight train. The actual passenger train that I took only comes about once an hour in both directions, so twice an hour. You know who's famous in Japan? Ohtani Shohei. Showtime. Got this cool looking building here, and all of it is just dedicated to bicycle parking. Not sure what it is, but as Toru said, famous for its fruit around here. The gum vendor. Unfortunately, the gum machine doesn't seem to be operating. Maybe if we elect Toru, he'll fix that sort of thing. Talk about infrastructure. Fix the gum machines. I must say, I haven't seen too many people so far. Just a few people walking around, and Toru is probably the youngest person I've seen walking around so far. This is a good place to come if you would like to retire, maybe, or you're just from here and you're just still here. Quiet, and there is infrastructure around. There's community centers and clinics and stuff like that. There's a 7-Eleven. But, you know, it's not a big city. It's if you want a quiet small town life, you go here. A lot of haircut and perm places. Hey, some free junk. Why, it's a humidifier, maybe? Old industrial junk. Bunch of TVs sitting out in the rain. Flip those on eBay. I'll be rich, rich. Maybe 1/4 of the buildings around here were damaged or destroyed during that earthquake, but a lot of them also survived. These houses do seem quite old, like maybe from the, not super duper old, but like, you know, from the 40s, 50s, 60s maybe. I don't mean to peep into private buildings, but what is this place? Like an artist's, it's like an artist's studio, like a pottery studio, but I don't know. Or is it just some abandoned building and that's what's inside? It's a genuine ghost house here. Huh. Okay, I can make out from the sign it was some kind of small bar called a snack bar. A snack bar called Me, M-I-I, Me, no longer. More TVs. I think I found the TV screen graveyard here in Kagamiishi. Just heard the 12 o'clock chime. It's high noon, that means it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna look around here, see if we can find a place for lunch. I thought I saw a couple of places, but I wasn't sure if they were open. See what I can find. I'm sure Kagamiishi has some place to give me food. Well, isn't that interesting? Looking for lunch, and here I've come across an unstaffed, apparently 24 hours gyoza kiosk. Let's go see what this is. All right, don't get excited. It is gyoza. You can buy the gyoza here, but you still have to cook it yourself. It's not like a cafe or something where you eat right here, right now. But almost. On the plus side, it was air conditioned, so that's a good thing. Well, there's always Lawson, the source of my dinner last night, which was good and all, but I'm hoping for a little bit more something local. Okay, I ordered the cheese salsa karaage, which is an unusual dish for Japan, especially out here in the middle of nowhere, but it is great. Karaage is just big chunks of fried chicken. I've never had any that had cool salsa sauce and apparently cheese dripped on it, but very, very good. This is perfect for walking around all day in this little town. They've done it. They have fed me something great. Ah, yes, that was good. Great lunch, filling and tasty, quite tasty. And now, there's one thing I want to do. The station's right here. There's an information office here, a tourist office, I think. There's one more thing I want to see here in Kagamiishi, and that is There's like somebody they draw art on some hills in a field or something, and there's a certain angle you have to see it at. So I'm going to ask about that. I don't know where it is or how it works or anything, but we'll go figure out if that is possible. It says community center.
あれとそうか、あれの上の最上階で一番上のところ、入れます。
Okay, the tourist office is closed today. Only today. It's usually open. For some reason, especially today, it's closed. But there was some lady that works in some little office next door. Don't know who she was. She explained that if I go through the station here, I'm back at the train station, go through all these walkways across the tracks, then there's a library. And the library has a green pyramid roof. And I can go in there and it's free. And from there is where you look out over the rice field to see the rice field art. Oh, there's the library. Oh, I can see the rice field art from here. All those kind of brown lines in the green rice, that's what it is. Doesn't look like anything from here because it's all stretched out. You have to go see it from that angle and then it'll all make sense, I think. Let's go see what this is all about. I don't really understand this. Well, this is kind of a bigger deal than I thought. Thought it was just something that some farmer did as a fun thing, but look, there's a whole sign for it and everything. And to be fair, it was all over the tourist office, so I guess it's kind of a big thing here. Tambo art. Tambo is rice field, art is art. So that's not just some mistaken dead rice. Those colors were put there on purpose in that shape. Does it look like anything yet? Here we are on the 4th floor of the library. We're in that green kind of pyramid thing. And here we are. Hey, there it is, there it is. A whole bunch of cows. It changes each year. This is, maybe you can see it on there, it says 2023. I think it used to be more colorful, but maybe it faded at the end of summer. Well worth it. So this little side kind of museum display area, which kind of, I guess, shows how these are created. Kind of a complex process involving the entire town and school kids and stuff. Ah, eigo no. Hai, arigatou. The lady just came and gave me an English language pamphlet which explains how this works. It's really cool. The different colors in the patterns are just different types of rice. So they have to plan all that out, exactly where each piece is going to be and how it's going to look from here. It's September now when I'm here. In November, they put little plastic bottles around with different colored LEDs inside, and it's solar powered. They're all solar powered. So at night you can come here and there's like illumination, and I think the colors change to sort of animate it. It gets very complicated, but this is more than just some little farmer's amusement that I thought it was when I first saw about it. This is actually a big thing, and it started in 2012 after that earthquake. It was sort of to symbolize humanity and hope and stuff like that. I walked all the way out here to the end of the art. It's quite a ways away from the library there, but you can see it way out here. Doesn't look like anything, but we know better. We know what it really is. All right, well, in the tourist office, they have a little cafe, and they have a sign that advertises that they serve coffee and chiffon cake. So I was gonna do that, When I first saw that sign this morning, I was like, oh, I'll end the video there. I'll go get an afternoon snack and I'll finish the video there. But they're closed today, so I found a 7-Eleven. So still got my coffee, hot coffee, always great on a hot day, and a half chocolate cake donut thing. Chocolate coating donut from 7-Eleven and a coffee. A perfect way to end a really perfect day in Kagamiishi. I got to give credit once again to the dart throwing idea. It picked a great spot. This is a really cool place. Even if I had thought to come to this area, I wouldn't have thought to come to this town specifically. So truly something I never would have even thought of without that program. So another success for the random dart throwing travel idea. So thanks for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed Kagamiishi too. Next, who knows, but I'll see you then. Thank you very much to everybody who's subscribing to my free weekly email newsletter, and to my supporters on Patreon. Special thanks to Will Phillips and Omar.